Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, and this is a special, in-depth episode focused on one story that matters a lot to students. Canada is stabilizing its permanent resident numbers while capping the share of temporary residents. We're going to unpack the changes, the timeline, and what you should do next if you're studying or working in Canada on a temporary permit. Here's the headline. Ottawa, as part of the 2025 federal budget and a presentation in the House of Commons, set a target of 395,000 new permanent residents for 2025, then 380,000 in 2026, and 365,000 in 2027. At the same time, the government introduced a new policy goal to bring temporary residents down to 5% of the total population by the end of 2026, from about 7.3% in mid-2024. Officials say that implies a net drop of nearly 900,000 temporary residents over 2 years. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada stressed this is not a freeze on immigration, but a controlled adjustment that maintains strong permanent resident admissions while easing pressure on housing, healthcare, and other services. Why the shift? After a post-pandemic surge designed to quickly fill labor gaps, the government says it now wants growth to match economic capacity and the ability of provinces and cities to host people. For students, that means more scrutiny on temporary pathways and a more deliberate pace for transitions to permanent residence, even as PR programs like points-based selection and family sponsorship remain active. Let's talk about timelines and action items. First, know the key dates. 395,000 PRs targeted in 2025, 380,000 in 2026, and 365,000 in 2027. The 5% temporary resident goal is set for the end of 2026. If you're an international student, check your study permit and co-op work authorization end dates now and map them against 2026. If you plan to use a post-graduation work permit to gain Canadian experience, build a realistic timeline to gain skilled work and prepare a PR application early. Talk to your designated learning institution about enrollment expectations and any program changes that could affect your status. Speak with your employer about timelines and whether your role supports a PR pathway. Finally, monitor IRCC updates closely for transition measures as the temporary population target tightens. The big picture is balance. Canada is keeping the door open to permanent residents while dialing down temporary numbers to match capacity. We'll keep tracking policy details and any student-specific guidance as they're released. For updates and practical explainers, visit visaverge.com.